anything.
Later, Rena. Later.
How's your father? How is he?
He's in intensive care. There wasn't much else they could tell me.
Is it true? Are we really brother and sister?
I don't know. I suppose so. Maybe they'll tell us something different next week when they remember a different truth. I don't know what to do about it.
Nothing. Unless you can change what's already happened.
Sarah, we made love, but we didn't know. Well, I'm not sorry. I don't know what that makes me, but I'm not.
But it was wrong.
No, it wasn't. Not then. The only thing that was wrong is all the lies we've been told. I still love you. I'll always love you. Their lies won't change that.
Please, Tom.
Well, then tell me you don't still love me.
It's over. It has to be. I can't keep this. I want to, but I can't.
Stephanie, I must tell you.
It can wait.
Oh, there's been too much of that. Believe me, we didn't ever mean to hurt you. After you'd had the baby, Tom, and you were sent overseas, your father insisted that you were to believe the baby had died. He didn't want you looking for him when you were older.
He wanted me to forget I'd ever had a child.
Yes. He ordered me to put the baby out for adoption. I didn't see I had any choice. So I placed him in an orphanage.
We didn't want to. I suppose we were too afraid of Max to do anything else.
Everybody always was.
I felt very guilty about what I'd done. Over the next month, Rena and I talked about it endlessly. And finally, we realized we couldn't abandon the baby. We'd adopt him ourselves.
It doesn't change what we did. We couldn't have any children of our own.
I went back to the orphanage. It was bending things a bit, but the Mother Superior finally allowed us to adopt the boy. So we took Tom home and brought him up as our own.
Didn't you ever think to tell me?
Always. But I kept on finding reasons to put it off. Until it was too late. And we didn't want to lose our son. I'm very sorry, Steph. Do try and forgive us.
Yes, of course I forgive you.
I feel so dirty. And I'm so ashamed of what I've done.
Sassy, darling, you weren't to blame. You weren't to know.
It doesn't change anything. He's still my brother. Oh, why couldn't someone have told us before it was too late?
Darling, I just don't know.
Sassy. Darling, we have to talk about this.
Oh, Mum, I can't.
My poor little girl.
Yes. How's Bill?
He's conscious. He's going to pull through.
Good, good. Yeah, I'm glad. Darling, why couldn't you trust me enough to tell me about that baby in the first place?
Dan, it was so long ago, and I just wanted to forget about it. It wasn't that I didn't trust you. Please believe that.
Sarah and Tom. They're the ones that are being hurt.
Do you think I don't know that? Darling, forgive me.
And therefore, I can only offer you $3 million for the leases.
Not interrupting anything, am I?
Yours sincerely, etc., Jake Sanders.
Will that be all for now?
Yes, thank you, Hillary.
Thought you would have upgraded the hired help by now.
Get to the point, Jilly. I'm busy.
Too busy to worry about poor Steph. She's just discovered that Tom McMaster is her long-lost illegitimate son.
Really? Very interesting, but hardly the end of the world.
No, but it all helps in the decline and fall of Stephanie Harper.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, you are losing your imagination, darling. The papers would have a field day with that one.
Oh, I can get what I want without playing those vicious little games.
Then your imagination's not all you're losing.
No newspaper stories. Understood.
All right. You have some share certificates of mine. I want them back.
They've served their purpose.
There is one other tiny thing. That little Cassie tart of yours. I want her out of Tara's.
Don't push your luck, Jilly. I'll deal with Cassie when I'm ready.
Good. Don't take too long, will you?
Hi, Rob.
Have you seen Sarah?
No, I haven't, Mr. Harper. Ask Cassie. She'll probably know.
The price you're charging for that silk, we may as well bring it in from Japan for ourselves. Yes, I think you'd better have another look at the quote. Hello, Dennis.
I was looking for Sarah.
She hasn't come in today.
But you have. How long have you been installed here?
I started this week.
Don't tell me no one else had your qualifications, right?
Please don't.
A little reward for services rendered to Jake Sanders?
No, it's not like that. When Tony Taylor... Well, Stephanie may have lost control of Harper Mining, but at least she didn't lose you.
Let's hope that's some consolation.
Oh, darling.
We decided that there were more important things than the company.
I suppose so. Still, it does seem a pity to let that dreadful Sanders take over.
Oh, I'm not sure the battle's over yet.
Aren't you?
No.
Well, I won't overtire you. I'll come and visit you again soon. It's a miracle that you're both still alive. Thank God.
Yes. At least something went right for a change.
You mean Harper's?
I mean everything. Jilly, how well do you know Jake Sanders?
We've met. You know how I feel about him. Why?
I wondered if you'd helped him.
What do you mean? Why on earth would I have done that?
Because you still really hate me.
How can you say that?
Because, Jilly, ever since the day you got out of prison, things have been going wrong. Now, I have tried not to admit the possibility that you might have something to do with it. But I'm afraid I have to ask.
Oh, you bitch, you've made a mess of things and now you need someone to blame. Well, you can find yourself another scapegoat, Stephanie.
Jilly, wait. Look at me. Did you help Sanders get control of Harper's?
No, I didn't. But I suspect Dennis's little girlfriend, Cassie, did. My shares in Harper Mining, 2%. This morning I received a query from my broker. According to the stock exchange reports, these were transferred to Sanders' account over a fortnight ago. So the computer claims.
And you didn't sell them to Sanders?
No. But I'm sure Cassie made it look as though I did.
Now, why would she want to do that?
Oh, Steph, you're so naive. If you weren't so willing to trust everybody except me, you'd have considered the possibility that she was working for Sanders all along.
Why didn't you tell me about the shares the moment you suspected something?
I couldn't prove anything. I wasn't sure that you cared any more about the company.
Well, I didn't think I did. But I find now I can't let it go.
Also, I knew you had other things to worry about. Well, Tom, for example.
You know?
Only rumors. But they confirmed a lot of suspicions I'd had all along. It seemed very strange that a couple of weeks after your baby died, Bill and Rena adopted a child themselves.
Why didn't you tell me all this before?
I thought you knew what had happened and just wanted to forget about it.
I had no idea.
Didn't you even guess?
Oh, I knew Dad was capable of lying to me, but it never occurred to me that Bill and Rena would.
Steph, I'm sorry. And I apologize for getting angry. Given what you're going through, I should understand how you feel. Poor darling.
What a mess. Thanks to our dear mother.
She didn't even know Tom was still alive.
We didn't even know there was a possibility that he existed.
I guess when they told her he died, she just wanted to forget.
I wish I could. Another claim into the family fortune.
Is that all you can think about?
You know what Mum's like. She tried to buy off Jilly for $5 million. I wonder what a bastard son is worth.
Oh, Dennis, will you stop it? If you think it's bad for you, imagine what it's like for me and Tom.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh.
Darling, back from Hong Kong already.
Yes. I was expecting you to meet me at the airport.
I'm sorry, I was busy.
So I see.
Well, you do like me to look nice for you, don't you?
If it is for me.
Of course it is.
I tried to phone you from Hong Kong at least half a dozen times. You weren't here.
So now I'm expected to be a prisoner in my own home, is that it?
Of course not. But I would like to know where you've been. I don't see why you mind telling me.
It's your attitude that I mind. I've tried so hard to prove to all of you that I've changed, but it seems no matter what I do, I'm always going to be under suspicion.
Well, perhaps I wouldn't be so suspicious if you'd managed to stay home at least one night while I was away.
Oh, God, Philip, please stop all this childish nonsense.
Where are you going now?
Out. Perhaps if I leave you alone for a while, you might decide to be a bit nicer to me.
Cassie Jones, please. Philip Stewart? Yes. I got your note. When can we meet?
Sarah, we've got to talk.
No.
You can't just leave things the way they are.
I think you better leave, Thomas.
Dennis, back off. I'm not leaving until I've spoken to Sarah. No? I said back off.
All right, if that's the way you feel, come on.
Oh, come on, don't be stupid.
Leave him alone.
Keep out of his ass. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh.
Stop it, both of you! Stop it!
Oh, Miss Harper. It's so good to see you back.
It's good to see you too, Hilary.
And how's Dr. Marshall?
He's still weak, but he's improving all the time.
I'm so glad. Oh, Miss Harper, I'm awfully sorry about this, but Mr. Sanders is using your office.
Is he indeed? Thank you, Hilary.
Stephanie,
Mr. Sanders, I see you've made yourself comfortable.
It was a board decision.
So I'm told. But since you had the share transfer tampered with, I'm sure I can have that decision reversed.
Excuse me, Miss Harper, that's a serious accusation.
I'm aware of that.
My understanding is that Cassie made a mistake on the computer. She's been transferred.
Clever.
Thank you.
But I'm damned if I'm going to leave it at that.
Stephanie, it doesn't have to be like this. You and I could make a formidable team. Between us, we could make this the biggest company in the Pacific.
Really?
I don't want to destroy you. I want to build this company with you.
Go to hell.
All right. If you won't cooperate, I'm going to have to get you out of Harper's as soon as possible.
You can always try.
I don't want to do it.
Good day, gentlemen.
Why won't she accept a compromise? I don't want to destroy her.
You don't?
No. No, not now.
Look, if you are falling in love with her, remember what it did to your brother.
Greg was a bloody fool. I know that now.
I'm sorry. I feel I should resign.
No, don't do that. It's not over yet. Can you get me a call through to Prince Armal, Persian Gulf? I'll be in the boardroom.
Are you sure that's what you want?
I can't think of anyone I trust more to exercise my proxy vote at Harper's. And I suspect it's going to be needed. Now, Tom, how am I going to broach this subject that everyone's skirting around?
I know we should never have done it, and I know we should have told you.
Mum, whatever happened, you're still my mother and I love you. And that goes for you too, Dad.
I thought you wouldn't forgive us.
Hey, now, come on, you know you're not supposed to get Dad upset. We've been together now a long time. You've proved you love me 100 times over. I can't just wipe that. And more importantly, I don't want to.
Oh, what lovely flowers.
The nurse said she'd put them in some water.
Well,
You're leaving.
yes, I've got to. But I'll call back later.
Tom, can I have a word with you before you go?
Sure.
I won't be a moment. To say we need to talk is something of an understatement. Tom, I know it's too late for me to be your mother in anything but name.
I've got a mother already. She's in there.
Yes, I know. And believe me, I don't want to change your feelings towards
You
Rena.
couldn't. Oh, I don't know what to say.
Well, then let me try. Oh, for heaven's sake, despite everything, you are my son. And whatever that comes to mean is up to
It
us.
can't ever come to anything. Because of Sarah. Excuse me.
I'll take that, thanks, Susie.
Oh, very good, Mum.
Did you enjoy your swim?
Yes, thanks. No crocodiles.
You tend not to make those kind of remarks around this house, Julie.
Sorry. How insensitive of me.
Police never did charge anyone.
You had a damn good try at me. I suspect Stephanie still thinks I might have been responsible.
Were you?
Is that a serious question?
Depends on the answer.
I don't believe this. First Stephanie, now you. What exactly are you accusing me of having done?
I'm not accusing you of anything, Julie. I'm merely asking a question. It's strange when you think you're about to die. You begin to see things with a certain amount of clarity.
can't believe this.
That's just the problem, Julie. None of us can. None of us can really quite believe that somehow you may be responsible for what's been happening. Stephanie, don't even consider it as a possibility. It'll probably destroy her.
You talk about my loyalty. What about hers? Did you know about her illegitimate child?
That's irrelevant.
And what's more, you probably don't even know who the father is.
I was looking for Cassie.
She's not here.
How are you, Sass?
Trying to pretend that life goes on. Not very successfully.
Hello. I'm not having much luck finding you on your own.
Maybe that's a good thing.
We can't avoid each other forever.
I'll leave you to it.
No, Mum, you don't have to go.
No, of course not. We can all have a nice chat about how you ruined our lives.
Please, Tom.
Tom, you have every right to be angry. But for Sarah's sake, I beg you to listen to me. Now, what happened on the island was wrong, but it's not the end of the world.
Whatever wasn't wrong.
Tom, your brother and sister, you have to face it.
Why do I? All my life I've been thinking I'm one person. Now you want me suddenly to believe I'm someone else? You and Mum and Dad, you all lied to me before. Why should I accept what you're saying now?
Because it's true.
If it'll ease your mind, I'm sure you can look at the birth records.
All that'll prove is that I was born, not that you're my mother.
Well, if you ever do want to talk to me, I'm available. Anytime. I'll wait for you in the car, Sassy.
No, Mum, I'll come now. Goodbye, Tom.
Are you all right?
You? I wish Tom didn't feel that way about you.
I'd probably feel the same in his position.
I don't. I still love you.
Thank you, Sassy. You've no idea what a difference it makes.
All the same, I wish it wasn't true because I love Tom. I know I have to get over it, and I suppose I will eventually, but it's not going to happen overnight.
I know. Oh, Sassy, I'm so sorry about everything.
Mum, Tom's father, was he special?
Yes, he was. Very.
Like his son?
Just like his son.
Mr. Stewart?
Cassie, I think I should tell you that I'm seeing you against my better judgment.
I understand that. I've only come to you because I don't seem to have any choice.
You said it was about Jilly. Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
Stephanie. It's hard to believe.
Well, it's happened. I'm no longer chairman. And at the moment, there doesn't seem to be a great deal I can do about it.
And that's why you asked me to come to Australia?
That was part of the reason. You were due to renegotiate your arrangements with Harper Manning next month anyway. I didn't think you'd mind coming early.
I'd stay the whole year if it meant being with you. You know that. You want my help against this Saunders man?
Your support, anyway. I don't want to destroy the company, but I do want to remove its new chairman.
My dearest Stephanie, surely after all these years you realize that I would do anything to help.
I know.
Amal? Welcome back to Australia.
Thank you, Dan. It's good to be back, even though I find you in troubled times.
Yes, I'm afraid you do. But we'll survive.
Knowing your wife, I'm sure, between us we can manage something better than mere survival.
Thanks. Any more relaxed and I'll be dangerous.
Not having to pay for your pleasures these days.
She's a fully qualified, legitimate masseuse. Not all women are like you.
They don't know what they're missing. I think we should be friends again.
Is this possible?
I've missed you.
Hold on, hold on. Aren't you taking this reconciliation a little for granted?
I just want a massage.
I'll get the expert back.
No. Improvise. I want Cassie out of Tara's. She could be a problem with the shares.
Don't worry. They're running out of time.
I know. But we're nearly there.
I thought you wanted a massage.
I've had one. Now I want something else.
I want something from you, too.
I'm hardly in a position to say no.
I didn't think it was part of your vocabulary. This Sheikh Amal, what do you know about him?
Not much. His family have had dealings with Harpers ever since our father was alive. I think Stephanie's always kept in touch.
Seems funny that he suddenly turned up. I have to renegotiate this oil lease deal. I wonder, can you find out if he's, corruptible?
How far do you want me to take my inquiries?
I'm sure you don't need me to give you lessons.
No, but I'm a little out of practice. Show me. Drinking alone, darling?
I'm used to it.
Well, I'm here now, and I think I'll join you.
I suppose there's no point in asking where you've been.
Don't be so suspicious, Philip. I'm here now, aren't I? You still love me, don't you?
Yes, I love you. But I'm not sure that I know you.
Of course you know me. Better than anyone else in the world.
Don't play games with me anymore, Jilly. I want the truth.
You're never going to trust me, are you? No matter how hard I try, you're never going to believe that I've changed.
That won't work anymore, Jilly, because I know you're lying.
I'm not. I can't cope with you continually attacking me. You shouldn't have married me if you feel this way about
Stop
me.
it, Jilly!
I'm going out. I can't take this anymore.
Can you explain this?
I already have. To Stephanie.
Oh, I'm sure you have. But I want the truth.
Go to hell!
Well, if you are right about Jilly, makes me look a bloody fool, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. There's nothing foolish in wanting to trust her. We all did that.
Oh, I've asked myself all the questions, over and over again. But if she's even responsible for some of the things that have been happening, I'd be sending her straight back to jail, and I can't do it.
Not even if it's what she deserves.
Well, we don't know that.
So what are you going to do? You're just going to go on ignoring it? Treating her as if she were a sister while she slowly twists a knife in your back?
No. I'll be more careful in future. Anyway, until I sort the rest of my life out, Jilly's going to have to wait.
Wait a minute, Steph. I thought we had sorted it out. I thought you and I were going to be together, and to hell with the rest of it.
I'm sorry, Dan, I was wrong. I thought I could just walk away from the company. I can't. It's a part of me. Dan, you can't make me choose between you and the company.
I'm not asking you for a choice. Just a balance. I thought that you recognized that we had something too important to sacrifice to any company, however much a part of your heritage.
Dan, I have to take this through to the end. Whatever it turns out to be.
All right. All right, I'll wait. I'll wait because I love you.
And I thank God for that.
There was just one thing that I wanted to ask you. Tom's father.
Do you want to know who he was?
No. I just wondered if it might be something that I have to worry about.
No, it isn't. But I will tell you if you need to know.
No, I don't. It all happened a long time before I knew you.
Oh, drinks all around, thanks, Angela.
I appreciate the business, but don't you think you've had enough?
No.
Come on, Dennis. It isn't that bad.
Yeah? What about losing your inheritance? Everything you've worked for, just because your mother suddenly remembers that she had a son 26 years ago. Now, how would you cope with that, huh?
I don't know. Not too well, I guess.
Right. Now, how would you like it if you found out your girlfriend was nothing but a tramp? At the same time she was sleeping with you, she was also sleeping with a man she knew you hated. Now, how would you cope with that, huh? Well, well, speak of a bitch.
Leave her alone, Dennis. Hello, Cassie.
Hi, Angelo.
Join us for a drink, darling?
This way.
Oh, well, there are plenty of other tramps around.
Dennis.
Auntie Jilly, come and join us.
Why not?
Come on my side, we're leaving.
Where are we going, Dan?
We're going to Rhodes. Then we're going to go to the Cauldron, where Roger, my old mate, is going to fall on his face.
Ah, thank you for coming.
It wasn't just at your invitation. I have a counter proposal.
Then come into my, our office. So, what did you have in mind?
Oh, after you, if you have anything new to say.
Well, I've offered to share the chairmanship with you. Have you thought about it?
As much as it was worth.
Stephanie, don't let pride stand in your way. It's still Harper Mining. Are you sure you don't want to be a part of it?
The only thing I'm really sure of is that I could never work with somebody I didn't trust.
All or nothing, eh?
That's right.
Then you may as well know there's a meeting this afternoon, and I'm going to move that you be dismissed from the board.
You're confident you have the numbers?
I'm prepared to take that risk.
So am I. And now let me tell you what I'm going to do. As a director of this company, I'm going to approach the stock exchange for a full inquiry into how you obtained Jilly Stewart's shares. I fancy your chairmanship may be in some doubt after that.
Anton, I think I'm gonna need some advice.
Welcome back to the world. I thought you'd died.
What am I doing in your bed?
Oh, don't worry. You'd had too much to drink to be a problem. Or any use.
I was thinking about Philip.
In Melbourne. On business. And probably doesn't want to share my bed anyway.
Who can blame him?
Oh, don't be tedious, Dennis. As I recall, the spirit was willing enough. You just lacked a little in the flesh.
Rubbish. Like my clothes, please.
Why?
Apart from wanting to get out of here as quickly as possible, I have a board meeting today.
What's the matter? Afraid your new brother might be in there, stealing your position as favourite son.
Ah! Go to hell, Jilly.
I'm sorry, darling, but you do bring out the bitch in me.
Doesn't take much.
Actually, I was going to sympathise. Can't have been easy for any of you finding out about young Tom.
Save the hypocrisy, Jilly. It won't work with me.
Never give me a chance, do you?
And I never will.
I can see why Stephanie decided not to tell you about him.
She didn't know.
Is that what she said?
Yes? Why?
It doesn't matter.
Come on, tell me.
I said it doesn't matter. Let me go, Dennis!
Tell me what you're talking about!
All right, if you want the truth. Of course, Stephanie knew. I knew.
No, I don't believe you. She'd never have allowed Sarah to...
Of course she wouldn't. Did she even know it was happening?
I still don't believe you.
Good. It's better that way.
What are you doing here?
I shouldn't have come. I just wanted to say hello. Everything is so mixed up. We have to learn to think about each other in a different way. I couldn't stay away.
Damn your mother. Damn her for everything.
Dennis not here? All right, then, we'll start without him.
What about the other board members?
I have their proxies here. As you can see, you could lose, depending on how Tom decides to use his father, Bill's proxy, and whether Dennis turns up.
He said he trusted me to do the right thing.
We may as well begin, bearing in mind that until we vote, my offer to you is still open, and that if you lose, you'll no longer be in a position to implement your stock exchange inquiry.
I think we should get on with it.
Very well. The motion put to this meeting is that Stephanie Harper be removed from the board of Harper Mining. Those in favor?
Thank you, Tom.
Dennis?
Why?
Because of him.
This hardly seems the time for further discussion, if you'll excuse me.
Here's to my victory.
Our victory.
All right, our victory.
Come to think of it, if I hadn't arranged for certain little accidents to happen to Stephanie, you might never have been able to take advantage of them, would you?
I suppose not.
Never underestimate me, my darling. I can make things happen to you, too, if I want.
Sounds great. Better than Philip?
Everyone's better than Philip.
Julia's destroyed me. But if I can stop her from destroying you, dear Stephanie, it won't have been in vain. We've all been fooled by Julie. I have more than anyone. I urge you not to trust her, or Jake Sanders, and to take immediate steps for your own personal safety. Please don't doubt the truth of what I've said. I wish with all my heart, or otherwise, but there isn't one ounce of good in Julie whatsoever.
Mr. Philip Stewart.
That's right.
You have an urgent parcel for Miss Stephanie Harper.
Yes.
Thanks. Just sign there.
How long before it's delivered?
Within the hour, we guarantee it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have taken defeat very hard for someone who claims she is no longer interested in business. What else is bothering you?
It's not your problem.
Stephanie, we have known each other for many years. There is no need for secrets.
Well, you certainly have a right to know. When I was 18, your father brought you to Australia for the first time.
How could I forget?
What you didn't know was that I had a baby. I'd always been told that he'd died, but he didn't. Bill McMaster adopted him.
It was Tom?
Yes, Tom McMaster is my son. He's also yours, Amal.
A parcel for Miss Harper.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.